Hi everyone, I'm Luke Hopper, broadcasting live from Point Blank Music School in East London. Welcome along to this EMC session in the Academy of Electronic Music, brought to you by Google, Armada Music, DJ Mag and Point Blank. We are now in week 2 of this exclusive Hangout series and hope you are enjoying this event as much as we are. This week we are looking at bass lines, chords and melodies. So here's your tutor, Ski Oakenfall.
Hi, thanks Luke. I'm course developer and tutor at Point Blank, and I'm putting the 7 winners and you through your paces on the electronic music composition course via this series of exclusive Hangouts. Remember, if you want to try this course for free, head on over to www.pointblankonline.net/free-stuff and click free course samples.
Thanks, Ski. Let's get into it.
Okay, so today we're going to be, well, there's quite a few things I want to cover, but we're going to be looking at extending our chords. If you remember, we just looked at triads, we've looked at inversions. Now we're going to look at adding some extra notes to our chords, like sevenths and ninths and some sus2, sus4s. All kind of sounds a bit technical, but can really make a difference and make a difference to the sort of sound and the emotion of our chords. I had a request last week. It's from Adrian and Vlad. It's to do a deconstruction of the Armin van Buuren track Waiting for the Night. So going to be looking at that. And yeah, also going to be having listened to the last task or assignment that I set, which was for everyone to come up with some bass lines. I think I've had like 5 bass line ideas through, which are all sounding fantastic. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today.
Cool, sounds good.
So just say hi to the guys. How you doing, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, you had a good hangout session yesterday with Ruben.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. Really
fantastic. Cool. All right, well, let's get into it. I'm just going to share the screen as ever. So let's just get the desktop up here. There we go. And just going to get my virtual keyboard up. There we go. I've had a few people asking actually what this is. It's a free virtual keyboard. If you type in VMPK into Google, it will come up. It works on all platforms.
It's great. I use it at home actually. It's wicked.
Yeah, you can set it up so you can actually kind of click on it on the screen and it can input MIDI as well. So it's very handy. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about chords. Let's just go back to the basics. Let's play a triad. It's a C major triad there, and we can refer to that as a stack of thirds, because if we play the C major scale, play the first note here, root note, the third and the fifth, and this is a triad. And you can remember we can kind of go and play inversions as our root position, first inversion, second inversion. Okay, so we've got that down. But following on from this stack of thirds, if we played these 3 notes here, and then went up another 3 to play this, to play our B natural, we'd have a 7th, and this is a major 7th because we're in a major key here. This is C major. This is called a major 7th. If we were in a minor key, say for example C minor, we did the same thing. We played our triad here, C minor triad, and then went up and played the 3rd note above the G here. We have another 7th, and this is a C minor 7th. So we've got C minor 7th, C major 7th. You see it's got quite a sort of melancholy sound.
It's cool.
Same thing, we could, if we stick in C minor, we've got our 7th, then go up another 3, another 3rd, to play this D, we have a C minor 9. Again, really nice. And then we can go off again and add another 3rd up to this F. We have an 11th. You see it's a really kind of nice sound. And we can kind of play inversions of those as well. So if we stick to keeping this root note here, but then we can kind of move around. And these are what I'm playing are minor 9s. And you can kind of keep that position as well. So we could move up and we could play an F minor 9. What I'm doing here is something I call in the EMC course, I call it the human chord device, because we looked a few hangouts ago at the chord device in Ableton and in Logic, and how you can basically hold down one note and you can set which notes it plays. So you can, program it to play a C minor chord and you just have to play one note. Well, it's really good practice to try and do that for yourself. Imagine that you are the human chord device. So as an example, let's take a C minor triad here, and we could just go up chromatically. Chromatically is when we're just going up one step at a time. That's called a chromatic scale. And just, it's really good practice just to try doing this. Because it means that if someone just shouted out F minor triad, you just know where to go straight away. D minor, G minor, B flat minor. It's just really good practice. So we have I've defined these major sevenths, some major 11th and a minor 11th. We also have chords called sus chords, and we have a sus2 and a sus4. And basically this is where, just go back to our triad again, instead of playing the third, we play the fourth degree of the scale here. So this is called a sus4. That's C sus4. And likewise we have a sus2 where instead of playing the third, we have the second in it as well. So we can kind of get some inversions of those as well. So if we sort of did that, if we played a C sus4, this is our root position. This is a C sus4 first inversion. So I'm just hopping over this C to play up here, and then we could take this F as well and play that up here. And we get this. So this is still a C sus4, but we have this really nice sort of open sound here. And again, you can get quite jazzy by kind of going. So that's the sound of sus2s and sus4s. Those are the chords. So I'm going to now get into this Armin van Buuren track, and there's an example of a sus, I think it's a sus4 actually, or sus2. I'll kind of check it out in a minute, but it's got really kind of interesting sound, and it was a little bit like that the Dead Mouse track as well, where it's kind of the chords aren't quite defined; they're kind of built up from single notes all kind of together. So let's just have a listen. I've just kind of pretty much roughly sketched this out. There's 3 sections I want to look at. This is the first one here. I'll tell you what, just to give you an idea of what the cover looks like. There we go. There's the track, so you can all check that out in your spare time. There we go. So I'll just close that. Cool, so let's just have a listen to the first section. Second section. And the third section. This chord here that I'm interested in. Okay, so let's just go for the first section first. I'm just going to get up this pad sound here. Now it's very simple, the first section. It's first of all we're in B flat minor. So we've got 4 flats here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Well, actually 5 flats because we're starting on the B flat. So, and first 3 chords are B flat minor, A flat major, G flat major. So let's just put those in. Tell you what, let's start again. Here we go. Okay, so now we're just going to very simply underpin those chords. We talked about that in the last hangout. So put that in. Cool, and then finally, just for this section, we've got this arpeggio type sound. that's the first section, pretty kind of simple. But let's have a listen to the second section now. Let's go back to the bass sound. Okay. So you can see now that it's kind of stepping down. It's still following that descending path to those chords, but it's adding these extra notes here, and they're kind of changing the feel of the chords. So I'm going to put in this arpeggio now. Let's try playing along to start off with. Try that again. Here we go. Using the delete function. Here we go. So let's go to the next section now. Now I'm going to put the bass in, and we can get some. You'll hear some really nice interaction between the bass and those chords. Especially there. And the arpeggio changes a little bit here as well. So there are the three main sections. Let's go back to this one now. Cool. So let's just bring up the chords and just see what we're doing, because we're going to try to simplify that on the piano. So let's just have a look. Here we go. Here are the chords. And let's just go on a piano sound here. So looking at this third section, the first chord is a B flat minor, and it's the second inversion. This is our root position here. This is our second inversion. Now the second chord is, there's two ways of looking at this. We could call this an E flat first inversion, or we could actually call it a G flat 6. So this is another chord to add. We looked at our sevenths and our ninths and sus2s and sus4s. There's also a sixth chord. Just to kind of look simply at that, if we had a C major, and instead of playing the fifth, we played the sixth note, this is called a C6. So this is the chord we have here, and you can see this is why I've put in brackets underneath it. It could be the 4 chord. I'm defining it as a G flat 6, and also because you remember the bass note went down to this G flat. So we have that chord there, then an A flat, which is the 7 chord, and then we have this chord here, which I've called a D flat first inversion. And then we have this chord here where I was playing these two notes, but the bass note is this, which is this G flat. And this is where we have our sus2, and I'm calling this a G flat sus2. And that really gives it that distinctive sound. I'm just going to play that to you now. So it's just coming up here. Cool, so that's that track. I'm just going to quickly shoot back to Adrian and Vlad and just see if you're still there, see if you're paying attention.
yeah, we're here.
Yes.
Is that a big tune for you guys then?
I'm sorry?
Is that an influential track for you? The
Well,
Armin van
I
Buuren
like
track?
this track very much.
Yeah.
And maybe for this SAS2 chord.
Say
But
that
I
again,
like it
sorry,
very
I
much.
couldn't hear that.
I like this chord, the SAS2 chord. They're
Yeah.
amazing. So,
Yeah.
but the song also is amazing. I like the voice and the production.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to deconstruct it.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunately I couldn't get hold of the a cappella for that one, but maybe one of you guys could provide that, you know. But I want to have a quick look at another track now, and this is let me just save this. This is a Mary Jane Coles tune. I'm just going to bring this up, and I just want to demonstrate major sevenths and using them in context or using them with a chord device. So I've just kind of mocked this up. I don't know if you recognise this track. Let me just bring up a nice picture of her. There we go. Looking very nice. So let's just play this tune now. So that's a section. I'm just going to just go back to the beat here. And I've actually got a chord device, but I'm going to take that off and bring up my virtual keyboard, which is here. There we go. Now the chords are all major sevenths. So the first chord is a G major 7, second chord is an A major 7, third chord is an E major 7, and then go back to G major 7. So it's got a really distinctive sound, and this is when I was talking earlier about the kind of human chord device. We could actually just play that in. Just play it. But it's a bit tricky to play. So this is where the Ableton chord device can really help us out. And you can see I've got that set up here. And if I've got there are 3 notes, extra notes that I've set up on the dials here. The first one is going up 4 semitones, so 1, 2, 3, 4, then 7 semitones, 5, 6, 7, and the next one is 11 semitones, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we get our major 7. So I'm just going to play that again and just quickly talk about the bass in this, because it's very interesting, the bass. Rather than playing the root notes of those chords, she's actually chosen some different notes. So the first chord is a G major, and she's actually chosen the second degree up, which is the B. So we've got a B, and then we have this note here, which is F sharp, and then the G sharp. So I'm just going to record that in, and you can hear what it sounds like. So it's got a really nice sound. So yeah, you can see an example of using major sevenths, and kind of it's got really kind of nice kind of emotional sound to them. So yeah, so I'm just going to shoot back to you guys, and I think it'd be great to have a listen to your assignments. You came through with some great ideas. How was it? Did you have fun with the assignment?
Yeah.
Cool. It was great learning about the Dorian modes and stuff like that, and putting them into actual use, really.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, well, let's just bring that project up, because I've put them all into a project. Here we go. Okay. Just loading up here. Okay, cool. Well, I think I've put them in the order that I actually received them from everyone. So let's just have a listen. This is Ryan's first. Just going to give this a play. Here we go. So just to remind everyone at home, the task was to, we talked about bass lines in the last hangout. The task was to just come up, really focus on the bass line, not try to think about the bigger picture. Just kind of experiment, and also try to incorporate some of the scales that we were looking at as well. So here's Ryan's, and you've put this down as you using the Dorian mode. It's really nice.
Thank you.
What did you use to create the bass sound?
What, VST?
Yeah.
Silence.
Okay. It sounds to me like it's got a kind of, it's made up of a fifth, so there's not just, it's kind of like it's 2 notes. Is it like using 2 oscillators or something?
Yeah, I think I think there was a sub bass, and then there was another preset over the top of it, so it's like 2 different ones combined to make the bass.
Let's just have another quick play. Sounds to me like it's in B minor. And if it's the Dorian, if it's B minor Dorian, great sound. I think it really sounds like you could develop that track.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
So let's have a listen to Carolis's track. Love that. That's kind of really reminds me of like Kraftwerk or something.
Yeah,
It's got a really cool sound, a kind of really interesting scale in there. I mean, I had it down as being in G minor, but it's something about the interaction between the bass notes and the kind of high melody that you've got is great. And can you just tell me what was that high lead sound that you used on that? Because it's got a great sound to it.
The high lead, I used one of the presets from Zebra 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you got that one, Luke?
No,
I
don't.
have to check that out. Great work, anyway. Okay, let's have a listen to the Doriani one now. You actually came up with 3 ideas here.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go for it and have a listen. Cool, this is the last one. Great, really nice work. They sort of, especially the first 2, they've got quite a kind of uplifting vibe to them. Do you feel like you could develop those into a new track?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
it
the
could be.
third one is my personal favourite, but yeah, very nice.
I like. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, let's listen to Aaron's one now. Cool. You know what? I'm sure we were having a conversation about slap bass, weren't we?
Yeah, we were actually. Yeah. It's really cool. Really good.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. You know, I can kind of. I
like
feel
a
like
broken beat kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, is that sort of style like something you kind of you haven't been working on before? Is that kind of new? Was that an experiment for you?
Oh, I think it's.
I think you need to. Aaron, can you unmute your mic? We can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
all good.
Yeah.
No, it's just I play the bass guitar, so I just had an idea the very same day you gave us the task.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just wanted to, come up with a funky bass line,
It's really fun. So but that's actually on a keyboard sound though, or a synth sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Arturia, VST.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Because I want to hear that on a live bass.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, I could do that, yeah.
You know,
sure.
send that over and I'll play some Fender Rhodes on it or something,
Yeah, that's
Awesome, that would be cool.
Yes, do it, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually, yeah, there's I'm thinking about doing a deconstruction next week, a Todd Terrio track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got some really nice roads in it, so I might kind of think of that as a reference point. But
Wicked.
yeah,
Awesome.
really cool.
Well done, Aaron. That's great.
Okay, and the last
Thank you.
one is from Jonathan, aka Blaise, and this is interesting. I just put in the description about the task. It'd be really good to try it, as an example, like acid house. And he's
Okay.
come through with an acid house
Oh,
tune.
wicked.
So,
A man after my own heart.
so I'll play it from a little bit into the build-up.
Yeah.
Acid house. Acid house.
I really like that kind of syncopated rhythm, the
Yeah.
snare kind of
Yeah, I
going
really
along
like
with
the
that
snares
bass.
going in.
Bass, that's really cool. Nice one, Jonathan.
Huh?
That sounds really cool. Is that
Thanks.
again? Is that not like a style that you normally work in, acid house?
Yeah, was my first attempt on acid house.
Great work, everyone. Well, thanks a lot. And I've
Thanks.
got a new task for you, and I want to send you another a cappella. This is actually sort of kindly sent over by Armada. They sent over a few a cappellas, so it's an Armada release. I'm just going to bring it up now, just to give you an idea. And with this, I didn't want to tell you what the tempo was or the key signature. That's sort of part of the task, is to kind of figure that out for yourself and really try and focus on getting it in time, getting the vocal in time, trying something out. So let me just bring that up.
This is gonna be really challenging. But that's cool, that's fine. I really like that.
It's
Good.
Farouk Sabanchi featuring Josie, and the track's called Wake Up. So I'll just play you a little bit of the original, and then you can have a listen to the a cappella as well.
You're a living meditation.
There we go.
Only on the now.
So I'm going to hide that because you can probably see what the BPM is. But anyway, that's your task.
Someone
So
screenshotted that straight away.
yeah, giving it away. But anyway, guys, I'll send that over to you via WeTransfer and just after this session. But I think that's just about everything.
Yeah,
for today.
that's cool. I mean, another really good session. You know, out to all the guys as well coming through with the assignments again.
Yeah, great work.
Really looking forward to hearing the next one. So yeah, that's it for us. Thanks again, Ski. That was wicked. Yeah. So today we have an exclusive offer from our friends at WeTransfer, who have been kind enough to offer the 7 Academy winners a free Plus account. I can announce that we have a bonus for the viewers too. We'll leave you a special discount link in the video description for this video on YouTube, which entitles you to a whopping 50% discount on a WeTransfer Plus page. That's a saving of €60 per year. We're going to show you some examples of WeTransfer Plus pages branded by the Academy of Electronic Music. So make sure you jump on this offer and happy file transferring. Also, tomorrow at 3 p.m, we have an exclusive artist hangout with Ian Pauley from Innovisions, Ovum Recordings and Left Room Records. Berlin resident Ian Pauley's music career spans over 3 decades with over 400 singles and remixes and 7 albums. His sound is dark and hypnotic, influenced by time spent in Berlin, Chicago, Detroit and Rio, with a signature infectious groove. Ian will be live with us answering your questions tomorrow at 3 p.m, so don't miss it. And that's a wrap for today. I hope you guys... Okay, cool. Yeah. I think, yeah, we're just going to check out some of the WeTransfer pages from the Academy branded stuff as well.
This is the Academy of Electronic Music one here, and some of the guys have set their one up as well. So we've got the Picalos, very nice background. Here's Ramon's, very cool. And Adrian and Vlad's, very nice. So cool. Grab it while you can.
Yeah, grab it while you can and make sure you make use of that discount that we're offering. So that's it. Another EMC session wrapped up, and the next one is Friday at 3 p.m. UK time. In the meantime, if you're watching at home and you want to get your hands on our latest free music production classes, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, allthews.youtube.com/pointblankonline. That's it from us, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.